One of the other very common things we treat here as vascular surgeons is aneurysms. Aneurysms being very, very common. In fact, so common that Medicare actually pays for screening in men who've smoked over 100 cigarettes in their lifetime at the age of 65. That's kind of a welcome to Medicare screening, which if they are going to cover it for that many lives, that it's truly a prevalent disease. And so a lot of times people end up here with a diagnosis of an aneurysm, which is just a ballooning of the blood vessel, which generally, especially in the abdominal aorta, which is where we primarily see them, puts you at risk of rupture and death, depending on the size of the aneurysm. And so we get a lot of people who end up here that their family doctor or their cardiologist gets them that screening ultrasound and finds an aneurysm. We get a lot of people who have, CT scans at the hospital for other reasons that come up with these incidental findings. And, we end up talking to a lot of people with, aneurysms that are getting close to the size to fix, but there are screening or criteria for following aneurysms which depend on the size and how frequently you would then need to follow them. And so we see a lot of people to that point. Now, once the aneurysm reaches a certain size, which is usually around 5 centimeters, we then again get advanced imaging like a CT angiogram to further define the anatomy, and then generally have the discussion with the patient whether endovascular or a minimally invasive repair versus the standard open abdominal surgery to repair it is indicated. I would say these days 80+% and probably approaching 90% of aneurysms can be fixed with minimally invasive methods with the improvements in graft and as our experience with the endovascular therapy has improved. Not that the open surgery isn't a good way to fix them, but for that operation, you talk about 5 or 7 days in the hospital versus a single overnight stay for the vast majority of minimally invasive endovascular repairs we perform. So that's a amazing difference in the way people are able to return to work, return to their normal activity, as opposed to the big open abdominal operation, which we typically would tell people you're talking a good 3 to 4 months of full recovery time before you're back to your usual. So the endovascular aortic aneurysm repair, or EVAR, is a technique that involves coming up the femoral arteries, and usually, again, probably in 90+% of cases, can be done through just a small puncture hole incision in the groin. That's only big enough to allow the sheath to go in. And so what these grafts are is they're, a very large stent strut, which is, not unlike the stents that people have in their heart, but you're talking a 10+ order of magnitude bigger, with either polyester or Gore-Tex material sewn to the stent struts itself. And so what we can do using X-ray and wires is get up through the aneurysm and get to the level of the kidney arteries, which is generally unaffected by the aneurysms, and deploy these grafts in a controlled fashion so we get a seal from good tissue below the kidney arteries to all the way down to the iliac arteries, which are about the level of the belly button or so, where the aorta splits, and we can seal to good tissue down below there too. So basically we're able to reline the aneurysm sac with a new pipe from the inside of the vessel. So when we do open abdominal repairs, generally it involves getting to the level of those kidney arteries again, and physically clamping the aorta off to stop blood flow to and you also have to do it in the iliac arteries down below to stop flow temporarily in the area you're working. And once we're there, you have to open the sac longitudinally, scrape out all the contents of the aneurysm, and at that point you can identify an area of normal tissue where we then usually sew a Dacron or a polyester graft in place. So it is the same material that's mounted to the stent struts. It's just when you physically do it, you don't have to use the metal to basically, in EVAR, we use the metal as a radial force to oppose the graft to the wall. But with open, we're physically sewing the graft in place. And so it is still a great way to fix aneurysms. Long-term outcomes are excellent with it. You just take all the upfront risk of the stress on the body from clamping the aorta off and doing the repair, and the longer recovery time to trade off. But again, it's a great option in the right people. But I would say the majority of the time, most people are focused on, getting through this and putting it behind them, and would much prefer, a quicker road to recovery through less punctures and other options such as endovascular techniques.